Good morning guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a tiny little perfume haul. I've got 3 perfumes that were kindly gifted to me from Fragrance By that I wanted to share with you. These 3 perfumes are perfumes that I have had before. I have visited them before, but they were ones that I loved or are so well liked by the general population that I thought they were worth bringing back and sharing with you guys one more time. So if you're on the hunt for some great perfume recommendations, something that you might like for yourself, these are 3 perfumes that I definitely recommend. So if you're looking for any new fragrances, Fragrance By is having their yearly Canada Day sale, and it starts on Thursday, June 30th at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and goes until Monday, June 4th at midnight. And you can get an extra 10% off site-wide on orders above $55 Canadian or 10% off site-wide on orders above $46 US for those who are in the States. You can also get free shipping. There's also going to be a lot of other freebies and bonuses and a whole bunch of new perfumes being added to their inventory. So this is definitely one of the best sales of the year to check out with Fragrance By. This video is sponsored by Fragrance By, so thank you so much to them for sponsoring today's video and also for kindly gifting me these 3 beautiful perfumes to share with you guys. And if you haven't heard of Fragrance By, they are a Canadian-based discount fragrance retailer that offers amazing deals, really good customer service, fast shipping, and a huge selection of niche, designer, and celebrity fragrances. And they are hands down my favorite place to buy perfumes at a discount. I've been working with Fragrance By and ordering from Fragrance By for years. They are 100% legit. I 10 out of 10 recommend them, and I will have all of the details down in the description box. So if this is your first time on my channel, thank you so much for stopping by. My name is Alithia, and on this channel we do talk a lot about perfume. So if that's something that you like, I would love if you would consider subscribing. And without further ado, let's get into today's haul. Alright guys, so I'm going to talk a little bit quieter in today's video just because I'm not the only person in the house. And I don't know about you guys, but I kind of like privacy. So I'm going to make an effort to keep today's video a little bit on the quieter side. I also do apologize if you hear a lawnmower. My neighbor is mowing his lawn, and I don't think it'll pick up on camera, but it might pick up on camera. So some of the fragrances, actually all 3 of these fragrances that I'm going to be talking to you about today, I have had in my collection before. They are not new to me, and if you've been watching my channel since the very beginning, they will not be new to you either. But I know that I do have a lot of new subscribers, and just because I didn't keep a fragrance or didn't hold on to a fragrance doesn't mean it's not an amazing scent and that I still don't recommend it. And also, just for myself, I do like to revisit perfumes from time to time. Every few months, sometimes I'll notice that my tastes are changing a little bit, and maybe a perfume that I thought I didn't really love anymore or I was tired of, I might really like again. So I really like to revisit perfumes. And so these 3 perfumes I'm going to be sharing with you today are really, really good. And one of them used to be a signature scent, like one of my kind of signature scents. So I'm really excited to share them with you guys. I know that you will find value in them, and I know that lots of you guys would love them. Like I said, everything will be linked down below. Without too much further ado, let's jump on into these fragrances. Alright, so let's start out with this one. This is the lovely Narciso Poudre. I am going to take it out of the box for you guys. And this one was a signature scent of mine, one of my favorite perfumes when I first started my YouTube channel. This was one of my favorite fragrances. So first of all, I just want to give you a close-up of the bottle. This is one of the most beautiful bottles I've ever seen in a perfume, you guys. It's in this beautiful, like, nudie baby blush pink sort of color. It's just absolutely stunning. And of course, I love the little cube design. Narciso is one of my favorite brands or designers. I just think that they do such an amazing job with fragrances, especially when it comes to musk. Definitely one of the best musk fragrance creators that are out there. I know a lot of my subscribers really love this perfume, and I did turn a lot of people onto this fragrance when I first started my channel. The reason I decluttered this one or kind of like move past it was because I just wasn't gravitating toward it anymore. And I had this perfume about 2 years ago when I was really getting into perfumes and just starting to explore and purchase tons and tons and tons of perfumes to try and to share with you guys. And I can honestly say, you guys, this is one of the greatest perfumes I've ever smelled, one of the most beautiful perfumes I've ever smelled. The notes that you have in here are jasmine, Bulgarian rose, and orange blossom. In the middle you have musk, quite a large dose of musk. In the base you have cumin, coumarin, cedar, vetiver, and patchouli. So it's really interesting actually looking at this now, because when I used to have this perfume, I didn't have as broad of a knowledge now as I do about notes, and I didn't really know what to look for or what things smelled like. It's really interesting to me to look at it now and realize that there was orange blossom and jasmine in here. I didn't remember that about this perfume. I thought this was like a straight up vanilla musky, like a vanilla musky woody scent. Totally did not realize there was all those floral facets. So it's really fun to look back at it now. And this is going to be the first time I've smelled this perfume in well over probably a year and a half, you guys. So I'm actually really excited. Let's give this beautiful girl a spray on the box. Also, look at the color of the atomizer. Isn't that pretty? It's like the most beautiful bottle in the world, you guys. And this is such a feminine, beautiful fragrance from what I remember. Let's actually put it on the black part. Oh my gosh, it's such a nice atomizer too. It's the little things that you start to appreciate in a fragrance. Oh, I can smell it from here. It's so pretty, you guys. Oh, this is such a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful scent. Okay, this is just honestly one of the most beautiful fragrances I've ever smelled in my life. So it kind of smells a little bit like baby powder. There's definitely this like reminiscent soft baby powder scent. Very musky, almost a little bit vanilla-y. Like it's very powdery. It perfectly fits the name poudre. I would have guessed that there was powder notes, iris, something like that in here to give it a little bit of that lipsticky, powdery, makeup-y smell, but there isn't. It's just a really, and this is even better on skin, you guys. Like this is so good on skin. It lasts for a really long time, and I still remember the first time I ever smelled this perfume. I had it on my skin and I didn't really think I needed it or whatever, and I drove home all the way home from the city, and by the time I got back I realized I should have bought a bottle because I had fallen in love with it on the drive home. So this one, you guys, if you're looking for something feminine, soft, pretty, elegant, a little bit mature, I don't think I see this on like, you know, teenagers or girls in their early 20s. I feel like mid 20s and up, but this is a very sensual, feminine, soft, pretty, powdery, musky fragrance. And it smells like there's vanilla. It smells like there's a hint of vanilla. You do get those floral components. Now that I smell it again, there is a little bit of a sweetness, I think, coming from that orange blossom. So I just sprayed a little bit in the cap. You can see this is such a beautiful cap. It's like a matte, opaque cap. And then that contrasts with the shininess of the glass bottle. And then you have like this metallic, blush pink metallic lid or atomizer. It's just so pretty. Everything about it is so nice. And I just sprayed a little bit in the cap. Oh my gosh, it is so pretty, you guys. This is honestly, I think, one of the most underrated and one of the most beautiful musk fragrances you can find. So the next one is Dolce & Gabbana, The Only One Intense. Now this one, I've been wanting to revisit this one for a while anyway. I think that my local store, I don't think they have this one. So anyways, this is one that I purchased about like 2 years ago, you guys. I think like at least a year and a half, maybe 2 years ago. I ended up not loving it. I ended up getting rid of it. This one, you guys, got a ton of hype for quite a while. This was one of the most hyped up perfumes in the perfume like community. If you looked up any perfume videos, everyone was raving about this one and hyping this one up. And this is kind of they classify it as a white floral vanilla coconut, which sounds amazing. But honestly, I remember when I smelled this, I didn't really get that whole like strong coconut vibe. I didn't feel like this was a very tropical smelling perfume at all. That being said, I was very much in the beginning part of my perfume journey, and I didn't have as much experience with fragrances as I do now and picking out notes and all of that kind of stuff. So even just for myself, this is going to be really nice to retry this one. And when I was thinking about the haul for this month, I wanted to talk about perfumes that I knew people would like, I knew people would love. And this is one that is a crowd pleaser that everybody seems to like. So the notes that you have in this one are neroli, green apple, and Italian mandarin in the opening. So yeah, neroli, kind of tropical, very summery. You've got a little bit of a fruitiness. In the middle, you have jasmine, coconut, orange blossom. And the coconut is apparently pretty pronounced according to Fragrantica. And then in the base, you have vanilla, cashmere wood, and cedar. So let's go ahead and give this a spray. I'm really excited for this one, you guys. Let's see if it is the monster that Narciso Poudre was. Okay, I totally remember this. This is a really pretty fragrance. Yeah, I still remember this. This smells pretty much the same as how I remember it. Okay, so it's absolutely beautiful, you guys. It's absolutely beautiful. I do remember that when I had my other bottle, I also don't think I gave it many opportunities to wear it. Back in those days, I wasn't really testing my perfumes out very well. I would kind of just spray them and, you know, just think about the scent. And I was like, oh, do I like this? Do I not like this? I didn't actually give a lot of my perfumes a very good chance to actually give them a few thorough wears. Okay. So again, this one has a darkness to it. Yes, it has those fruity notes. It has those coconut notes. You definitely can pick up on the jasmine. I do see where the resemblance to something like Rouge Malachite comes from. It does smell a little bit similar to Rouge Malachite because Rouge Malachite, again, is like that jasmine-y fragrance. It's kind of like tropical smelling, but it does also have some herbaceous components, the Rouge Malachite does, and it's deeper and woodier. This isn't quite as woody. This one's a little bit sweeter, brighter, and fruitier than Rouge Malachite. This one's softer than Rouge Malachite too. If you're looking for something that's not quite as bold or polarizing, this is a really nice like balance. Okay, so I still don't know if this one would become a favorite of mine. I really, really like it though. Very sexy, very sweet, floral, pretty. There is that coconut, but you know, I don't pick up a ton of coconut. I still don't pick up a ton of coconut. I didn't back then and I don't now. If I didn't know there was coconut in here, I don't think I would have picked that out or said, oh, this is a coconut fragrance. Like, I don't get that. I don't know. It's just a really pretty, bright, fruity, sweet, and at the same time dark and alluring fragrance. And this one is actually difficult to describe. It's actually difficult to describe because the notes are really well blended. I don't get a ton of vanilla. I don't get coconut. I do get jasmine, definitely jasmine in here. It's really, really well blended. It is reminding me a bit of Rouge Malachite, which is not a favorite perfume of mine. I wonder if people on Fragrantica are saying it smells like. Okay, yeah, and people are also saying it reminds them of Ralph Lauren Woman Intense. I get that too, yeah, although there's no tuberose in here, and Woman is a tuberose fragrance. Interesting that Alien is one of my favorite perfumes, and this isn't a favorite perfume of mine. Definitely does smell a little like Rouge Malachite though, for sure. And people are saying it lasts a long time. I don't know. It's a beautiful scent, you guys. I'm going to have to give this one, I'm going to have to actually wear this a few days and see. And I feel like this is a perfume that you could wear day or night, especially in the summer. This would be beautiful for like a summertime date night because it does smell like sweet and fruity and summery, and there is a brightness to it, but at the same time there is a depth and a darkness to this for sure. I think it's very sexy, very pretty, very feminine, elegant even. I have to say, like, I'm not any more in love with it at the moment than I was a year and a half ago. This was actually a love at first sniff for me, I think because it is such a good perfume. So I remember the first day I smelled it, I was like, oh my God, that's the greatest thing ever. I need that. It's amazing. And it's amazing. But there is a difference between something being perfect for you and something just being really, really good. And so I think at the time I was like, oh my God, this is amazing, but it wasn't perfect for me. It wasn't right for me. And I'm kind of excited to give this another go because, like I said, I didn't test it out well enough in the beginning. And because I do really love Alien and I love jasmine, and this is a jasmine-y perfume, and yeah, I'm kind of excited. I might make this my scent of the day, actually. So, all right, the next one, you guys, I'm actually excited, and I know some of you are probably shaking your head like, why are you revisiting this perfume again? This is my third time revisiting this perfume. So this is a really yummy, delicious Dolce de Leche perfume. This is a Zara Wanted Girl. So again, when I was thinking about this haul, and I was thinking about perfumes I might want to revisit, perfumes that I could recommend that other people would really like, this one definitely jumped to the top of my list. This is probably one of the yummiest, safest, most delicious, sweet, kind of mass-pleasing perfumes that you can get at a really, really good price. It's actually incredible, you guys. Like, this was a love at first sniff for me back in the day. I think the reason this one always fell to the bottom of my list is because it's kind of almost like, I don't know how to describe it. It's almost like nondescript. It's sweet, it's kind of spicy, it's floral, it's summery, there's a bit of a kick to it, but it's also kind of just like almost a little generic in a way, but not in a bad way. So the notes that you have in here are ginger flower, orange blossom, pomegranate, and pink pepper. In the middle you have dulce de leche and datura, and in the base you have tonka bean, patchouli, and Haitian vetiver. And I do have to be honest, every time I see somebody talking about a Zara Wanted Girl, or is it called Girl Wanted? Wanted Girl, I always want to revisit it because I know that my boyfriend really liked this one. I know that I really liked this one, and this is something that's similar, a little similar to, doesn't smell the same, but similar to Olympia from Paco Rabanne. If you like that kind of sweet, like salty vanilla, like fresh kind of quality in a perfume, and something sexy, something mass-pleasing, this one is a really good one to check out. There's another one this reminds me of, and I can't put my finger on it. Let's go ahead and give this one a spray. So the atomizer is really neat too. It's got this little, like, I don't know, differently shaped atomizer. Nice atomizer, actually. Oh my god, it smells so good, you guys. Oh, it does. It smells so darn good. This is one of those perfumes that every time I smell it again, I love it all over again. Like, it just smells really darn good. It's sexy, it's sweet. It is. It's sexy, it's sweet, it's floral. It's a tiny, tiny bit gourmand, but I think it's too floral to really be gourmand. There is something about this perfume, you guys. Oh, something about this perfume. It's also a very easy grab and go. Is it the most special perfume in the world? No. Is it the most expensive smelling? No. Is it mind-blowing? No. But it's really, really good. I really like this one. It's just a very easy grab and go for the summertime. It has a little bit of like a fresh kick to it, like a little bit of a fresh spicy. There's that pink pepper that's in there. And it's kind of, I mean, it's a Zara, right? It's a Zara. It's nothing like mind-blowing. It's a little bit, like I said, kind of nondescript, kind of generic, nothing special, but at the same time, so good. I don't know how to describe it. Especially for the summertime. This is kind of like your sexy, sweet gourmand that you can wear even during the heat of the summer, because there's also a bit of a freshness to it. It's fresh enough for those hot summer days, but it's also very, very sexy and very sweet and very girly. And I do recall my boyfriend really, really liked this one. So this is also, in my opinion, in my experience, it's a hit with men, it's a hit on dates and that kind of thing. So you guys, those are the 3 fragrances that were kindly gifted to me over from Fragrance By to share with you guys. These are all perfumes I have visited before. All perfumes I've wanted to revisit, and that was kind of my idea for today's video. Was I wanted to pick perfumes that I could recommend to you guys that I know are really good, and perfumes that I kind of wanted to come back to and revisit. Because like I said, the Narciso was a kind of a holy grail for me. It was one of my favorite scents when I first started getting into perfumes. This was like, I think maybe the 4th perfume I ever purchased, or maybe the 5th. So this one's been around for a long time, and it's just simply stunning. It's just absolutely beautiful. Then you have the Only One Intense, which is, yeah, kind of a strange, dark, woody coconut. It's, you know, it's similar to Versace Crystal Noir in that way. Both of them are like a dark, like beachy vibe, except don't smell like tropical. It's very strange. There's like a beachiness, but they're also very dark and very alluring. Personally, I still prefer Crystal Noir. If I have to pick personally which one's my favorite, I prefer Crystal Noir over this one. I'll link that one down below for you guys too if you're interested in checking that one out. This one's like a little bit more sweet, and this one definitely does give me Rouge Malachite vibes, which Rouge Malachite is not one of my favorite perfumes. So there's that one. I don't know how long it lasts. I can't comment on the lasting power of that one. Poudre lasts a decent amount of time. Like, you're gonna get easily 6-7 hours plus on Poudre, and longer in your clothing from what I can remember. Zara, the Wanted Girl, this one, you guys, this is just such a people pleaser, and I just love this one. As you guys can tell, I just love it. Again, I think the reason historically it has always made its way back into that, like, it's always been like phased out at some point, I think it's just because it is kind of basic in a sense, like not in a bad way, but it's kind of just like not a showstopper, nothing crazy, but delicious and enjoyable. And you know, maybe there's something to be said for that. This actually reminds me a little bit of Elie Saab Girl of Now. It definitely reminds me a little bit of Elie Saab Girl of Now, but Girl of Now is actually sweeter, if you can believe it. So if you like those kind of Olympia from Paco Rabanne, Girl of Now, that type of sweetness where it's like summery and fresh kind of, but very, very sweet. This is one that you would definitely want to check out. It's also extremely affordable and very sexy and good for all ages. Like this one I could easily see on late teens, 20s, 30s. You know, the one that I'm actually looking forward to wearing the most is Wanted Girl. I'm kind of thinking maybe I'll make this one my scent of the day. I was gonna do the Only One Intense, but honestly I want to wear this one. I really, really enjoyed this one when I had it, and yeah, so anyhow, so those are our 3 fragrances for today, guys. Let me know down below your thoughts if you've tried any of these, and thank you so much for watching. So that's it for today's video, you guys. Thank you so much for stopping by and for watching, and I'm really interested to hear your thoughts on these perfumes if you've tried them before, and I look forward to talking to you guys down in the comments, and I'll see you all very soon in my next video. Bye for now.